Okay, this week's free stock pick, FRPT. Right here is the symbol. Force Protection is the company. This thing was red hot for a while, all the way up to 10.03 back on June 1st, and very strong afterwards, and then gapped down on, I guess, news that Oshkosh got a contract maybe everybody thought Force Protection was going to get. I usually don't get into the story at all. I just let the stock tell the story, but I happened to, by accident, find that part out. You know, sometimes just poking around you find out something. But either way, this thing gapped down huge, okay? And then has really sold off ever since. Every candle is red since then, kind of near the March lows now. This is simply a call based on, let me zoom in on 30-day candles. Let's say a 5-day chart. Okay, with the exception of this day, which was, I think, let me go to a 7-day. Yeah, go back to a 5-day to zoom in better. With the exception of the second day after the gap down, okay, it has not broken its first 30-minute high, okay? This is your 30-minute candle of the gap down day. Each one of these that I'm touching here is the first 30 minutes of trading for the last 5 days, and has not broken its 30-minute high, its first 30-minute high, with the exception of this one day. So with this kind of oversold condition, we think this may get some legs behind it if it can break its early high, okay? So we'll be watching it tomorrow. Now, as we always tell you, we don't necessarily, even if it breaks its 30-minute high, we might not necessarily play it anyway. Let me go back to a zoomed in shot here. Like, for instance, this day, it had traded down to 488. Its early high was 523. So it had to run over 40, or almost 40 cents. I'm sorry, almost 40 cents just to break the early high of the day. On a $5 stock, that's a big run. You know, that's almost a 10% run already. So kind of giving you that scenario. If that same type of scenario happens on Friday, we won't trade it. In other words, if it opens here, trades down to 4, opens say at 468, trades all the way down to $4, and then comes back up, we won't be buying it at 469, and we'll have already run too far. So there are some conditions that have to be met. It's not a given, but more than likely, if this thing breaks its early high, we will be buying it on Friday. And as always, we'll follow up with a wrap-up video to show you how we traded it. I know it is one seriously ugly daily chart. We're just looking for an intraday trade. As a matter of fact, I posted a video on eBay. You can tell it's late. Posted a video on YouTube. I don't post videos on eBay. Today about, what was the symbol? That's right, it was cocoa. And just to show the intraday setup, I'll show it to you real quick here. The trade was based on, I hate to repeat a video, but the trade was based on the fact that cocoa had fallen for 4 or 5 straight days down to an area where it had bounced off of several times. Then on an intraday basis, gave us one of our favorite setups, consecutive lower tops, a nice green 30-minute candle here. These are 30-minute candles from today, and a pretty narrow range, 1410 and 1428 high. So it's an 18-cent range. We bought the first break of a previous 30-minute candle's high, which was right here. 1429, worst case stop 1409. That was a 20-cent risk, and it ended up going all the way to 1468 for a decent little trade there. And then somebody commented on the video that hey, basically, Mike, you're an idiot, cocoa's chart's ugly, this thing's going down. To which I replied, did you even watch the video? Because of course we took it for a trade and we're out. I go to cash before the market closes every day, no matter what. So these are all meant to be intraday trades, just to be clear on that. We are not calling Force Protection as a buy here and it's going back to 9 next week. That's not the case. If it meets our intraday parameters, we'll take a trade. We'll go home with a little extra money from the trade if things work out. It's just that simple. We also have, I think, 7 other stocks on watch for tomorrow. Again, they'll have to meet our parameters, and that's on our member page, so we'll see if those work out. But we'll follow up with a video. Have a great night. As always, only trade with money you can afford to lose. Use tight protective stops. Be safe, and look for a follow-up video sometime this weekend.